Landscape. System sound volume set to 0%.
Alright guys, what is up? It's the Blind Tech Guy, and I'm going to do my first impressions of the Galaxy Note 7 after 1 week. This is take 2 because I messed up on the second one. I accidentally hit recent apps when I was trying to pull out the S Pen. And yeah, it stopped recording, so this is take 2. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to discuss, what I like about this phone, what I don't like, and if you should buy it. So without further ado, let's get started. So first I'm going to talk about what I don't like, and that's the lag. Now it's not terrible. It's really only with TalkBack and the keyboard. I'm not sure what's causing it. I mean, the Verizon variant did get a software update out of the box. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm sure there will be another update in the future. But it's the lag on here is just, it's not terrible. It's something noticeable. It's a little noticeable, but it's not gonna affect your experience dramatically, I don't think. Now, in my last video, I said that one thing I don't like is the speaker quality, but after using it for a week, I can tell you that the speaker quality is not all that bad. It's a little better than the S7 and the S7 Edge, but it's okay actually. I'm not disappointed with it. It's all right. But that's basically the only thing I don't like is the keyboard and the talkback delays. But let's get into what I do like. First, the battery life. Now, this phone has a 3,500 milliamp hour battery, which is smaller, 100 milliamp hours smaller than the 3600 milliamp hour battery on the S7 Edge. Now, I've never used an S7 Edge before, but I've heard the battery life is similar. And that's one of the main reasons why I upgraded is battery life. And this phone does not disappoint. The battery is great. I get some amazing battery life. Next thing I like is the camera. Now, this has a 12 megapixel dual pixel rear camera with a 1.7 aperture, and also a 5 megapixel front facing camera with a 1.7 aperture. And both cameras are pretty good. I took a photo on Instagram of my dinner that I had. I had breakfast for dinner, and I took a picture of that, and it came out pretty good. It was a nice photo. And as far as the front camera goes, also good quality. Next is the display. This is a nice 5.7 inch Super AMOLED 2560 by 1440p display, or 2K. And it's great. That's another reason why I upgraded it too. It's a bigger screen because I consume a lot of media, and smaller screen on the S6 wasn't gonna cut it. When I came from the iPhone, that was 5.5 inches. It was very strange going back to the S6, and I've missed big screens since. Now I finally have that again. Next is the S Pen. Now, like I said, you can't use a lot of these features with TalkBack, but when you want to just move around a little bit on your screen, it's nice for that. Now, I'm not going to pull it out because last time I tried to do that, my thumb accidentally hit the recent apps button, and the video recording stopped. And the other thing I like, going back to display, is the curves. I love the edges. I didn't think I'd like it at first, but I do. I love having a dual curve display. I think it makes it feel good to use, and it's just, it feels nice and smooth, just sliding your hand across that display. Next is the software. Now, on the Verizon Note 7, you know, you really didn't get, I mean, you got the UI tweaks, but some of the other things that Samsung changed, like the settings and stuff, Verizon kind of didn't include that, which sucks a little bit, but hey, you know, it's alright. But my favorite feature on the software is probably the blue light filter. I think, you know, I really like the blue light filter, especially when I came from the iPhone 6 Plus, which had night shift, which is essentially the same thing. I really enjoyed it, and now I have it again. So, you know, overall, this has been an amazing week with this phone. And now, you know, I'm going to answer the question, should you buy it? And I would say absolutely. If you have an older phone, such as an S6, you know, or an S5 or anything like that, then by all means, if you have the money, or, you know, and you want to be on the latest technology like I do, then jump on it, you know, it's worth it. But if you have a Note 5, I would say stick with your Note 5. You know, Note 5 is still a good phone, and I said that in my last video too. If you have a Note 5, stick with it, because, I mean, yeah, on here you get the iris scanner, you get USB Type-C, and that's, you know, that's another thing I like too, is the USB Type-C, how you can reverse the cable, put it in reverse. I like that. But, you know, if you have a Note 5, I would stick with that. The Note 5 is still a very good phone, and, you know, I would stick with your Note 5 if you have one. But if, like I said, if you're coming from an S6, an S5, then by all means, upgrade. And if you have the S7 Edge, well, then don't even think about upgrading, because the Note 7 is not meant to be an upgrade to the S7 or the S7 Edge. So yeah, overall I'd say buy this phone. You won't regret it, and it's future-proof too. You know, I'm keeping this thing for 2 years, and I can proudly say that. So, and I said in my last video, I'm done with Galaxy S phones. So the Galaxy S8, nope. The Note, probably the Note 9 when it comes out, I will get. Yes, probably. But, anyway, guys, this has been the Blind Tech Guy. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace.
Portrait. Pause button. Stop button.